So thanks for joining today, guys. Today we got Rahzine Brown, who is one of the owners or creators of. Help me pronounce this. Is it Deus Vult?
It's Deus Vult.
Deus Vult.
It's pronounced Deus Vult. It's Latin,
Yeah.
but we pronounce it Deus Vult because of the fact we knew it was going to kind of be hard for people to pronunciate it, but it has all its meaning and purpose to us and everything, so that we instilled in the company and what we got with our products. So that's what we got. Matter of fact, I think when I finally started dealing with my distributor and some of his partners that deal with it, when they saw the company's name, they thought we were a group of white guys in Virginia trying to get into the business. Because they was like, with that name, where did it come from with that name?
Yeah. So I looked it up. I was very interested. I looked it up, and I think it means God's will. Is that right?
Yep, God's will, or God wills it.
God will. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Now, what made y'all come up with that?
Well, like I told you earlier, it's 5 partners.
Mm-hmm.
One of them, my brother, who's not Masonic related, and the other 3 are Masonic related, and we're all Masonic related. So, and we all have a love for the Knight Templars and for the Crusades and history. And so, if you know about the history of Crusades, when they first started, that was the cry that the Pope gave to all the priests to give out from when they went on their marches. It would tell everybody, Deus Vult, it's God's will. It's God's will to do this fight.
Yeah.
And where it relates to is me and Lamont, about 2-3 years ago, well, about 3 years ago now, we were sitting around and we had been talking back and forth about doing the cigar business. The year before that, I was going to go solo. And a friend recommended that I probably shouldn't do it because it's flooded and you're just going to sink. And I learned from that episode that not to really let somebody else's opinion really drown out your thought and your drive.
Yes.
So when they said that, I stopped. And then as that year went on, me and Lamont, we got together, we smoked a lot, did things, and it was just like, I think we should just make our own cigars. We should have our own cigar company. As much as we smoking and we out there promoting everybody else, why can't we promote ourselves and bring some income, something for our family or whatever? And I was like, okay. And then we thought about the right people to put in the place as the other partners that we grabbed, which was Ed, Rashid, and Mike. And everybody provides their part. Me and Ed basically you met me and Ed down in Houston.
Yeah.
So we're basically like the face that everybody remembers for the company and selling everything. Mike is my quiet guy in the back who deals with the website, and Lamont deals with the finances and stuff like that. But so when we said it, we came up with that statement saying, hey, God wills it.
Yeah.
This is God's will that we do this.
Yeah.
So let's go forward and not hold anything back. And then we say, hey, let's use this as the company name. And that's why one of the cigars is called God Wills It.
Yeah.
For that reason. But
that's pretty good. So how long so when that thought process happened, you guys said we're gonna name it Deus Vult. How long was that process take from that name to come out, and then you sold your first cigar?
3 months.
Okay.
Yeah, we started talking about by September. We had our first sale.
Is it September of last year or?
Yeah, September last year, right?
Okay.
Right near the end in the midst of the pandemic.
Yeah.
Everybody was like, y'all crazy, but we went, got licensed in Virginia, got it going. And like I said, we just recently celebrated our 1-year anniversary. We was hoping to do something big, but with all the next variant coming out and everything like that, we decided to sit back and just say, hey, we'll just keep it calm for right now. We'll have to probably do something next year or something, but we keeping it going,
Yeah.
Trying to get out there. We was at Houston Cigar Week. We got a couple of cigar prop-ups we did around here in Virginia.
I think they, not to cut you off, but I think you went to the first Houston Cigar Week, so I think they changed that to Texas Cigar Week.
Oh, yeah, my bad. Yeah, we was at Texas Cigar Week. Yeah, you're right. Because when I first signed up, it was Houston, then they got changed to Texas Cigar Week. Right. Yeah, Texas Cigar Week in Houston. But, we at the end of the day, we just grinding. We got 7 cigars in our line.
I saw that. So that was getting to my next question. Did you guys come out with 7 at once, or did you have a first 3 and then you branched off? Or like,
well, we originally came out with 5, and that's why if you look at the website on the page, the phrase, you know, that the pilgrim traveled for, to get 5 libations and came to a nation where God wills it, and the prophet finally knows what the Alpha and Omega. That's basically all the 5 first cigars we came out with that meant true heart to us.
Yeah.
So that's where we got the phrase from. That statement is from that, us thinking about everything we did to go through to get this to where it's at. So we came out with the 5, and then later on we added the other 2. And like I said, one of them only comes out October through December because like Desiree said, not a lot of people, when you start talking about 70 gauges, they really all that enthused about it. So, we like smoking them. So the reflection chamber is usually in our humidors on a regular, but we only put them on the website during the winter time because most of the time everybody starts to sit inside or be in spots. They want to have a long conversation or just time to themselves. Mm-hmm. It's a good cigar. Burns smooth and medium and mild. It goes good. So we started out with 5.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's those things that always set you apart. So, you got to do you and what, in your heart. So, and set you apart from what everybody else is doing. So kudos to you.
Mm-hmm. Right. Appreciate that. And that's the same thing I told my partners when they was like, man, you talking about 70 gauge? And I said, hey, bro, I know a lot of people that smoke asylums, and that's what I was thinking about. So I know a lot of people that smoke asylums. They 70s, they got 70s and 80s. I said, but a 70 gauge is not bad. And when you talking about having it as a Bahiki, and everybody's like, man, what the heck you going that big? Cohiba don't go past 56. I'm like, my guy's actually able to roll it to where it stays as a good smoke all the time. So I don't have a problem with it. It's good. Mm-hmm. We call it a reflection chamber on purpose because after a while, halfway through, you reflecting and you mellowing and trying to figure out some things. You getting through some stuff.
You doing something.
Yeah. Yeah. So of course you guys got together. You named it. You came out with 5 cigars. Out of the 5, the first initial 5 you came with, was there one? Mm-hmm. Did you guys each choose one, or did you guys decide on one together?
We all pretty much kind of decided together on 4 of them. The 4 we decided on together was the God Wills It 40 Miles, the Alpha Omega, and the Libation series, the 5 Libation cigar. The Prophet actually was a request and a demand from my brother because he's like, hey, man, I got all these big cigars in here. I like Robustos. We need a Robusto. So I said, okay. So we got the Habano Robusto in there, and we said, then you name it. And so he said, let's call it the Prophet. And we all laughed because if you know my brother, his moniker is Ghetto Prophet. So we was like, oh, okay, you trying to put your name on this. Yeah. Okay, that's how you do it. Yeah. But actually, the funny part about it is, as much as we was kind of like, well, do we really want to go that way? That's like one of our biggest sellers. A lot of people like to get that. It's a real good smoke. It's our full body cigar, but it's still a good smoke.
All right. Is there so I'm smoking this Pilgrim right now.
Okay.
And of course
it's been sitting since the meet.
Yep. Since I bought it from you, and it's pretty good. So another question I have, is there something else? It's a big rig. Is this a 60 gauge?
Yeah, it's a 60 gauge Gordo.
Yep. So what draws you? I mean, of course, I have the Alpha and Omega. I got the Alpha and Omega here, mm-hmm. And I also have the 40 mile. So all of these are 60 gauge. Is there a reason you guys should stick to I guess bigger rain gauges?
Kind of like when I was talking with Desiree about it earlier before we started, it's just kind of what's been comfortable for us. The normal thing is we smoke 60s. Uh-huh. That's the reason for the infiltration, I guess you would say, of that torpedo, the libations, and the Alpha and Omega is to get somewhat of a smaller ring gauge in there, and the Prophet, because we know everybody don't like 60s. Yeah. But we were like, okay, this is as far as we're gonna go with it. And you know, it's not that I'm not trying to cater to everybody, but at the same time, when I'm doing this thing and everything, it's just kind of trying to stay true to us. We know how we smoke, and the most of the people that we're around, and for a lot of people that we converse with and talk with, kind of smoke similar. So staying with the 60s was kind of a easy thing. And then, I mean, I like big cigars.
No, I get it. Have you had a conversation with you and your partners about doing something smaller in the future?
Yeah, like we said, we right now we doing some test fillers with a Lancero and a Churchill. You know, so we like, our thing is we're gonna go smaller and gauge, but we pretty much gonna end up going longer in length somewhere along the line, possibly, just because our thing is we look at most of it as a leisure thing of smoking.
Yeah,
it's a social thing. So I like nubs for when if I'm at work, so I can pop out for a lunch and I can smoke a nub in about 30 minutes and then come back up and be happy and keep going. Other than that, I'm looking at about, if it's not about 45 minutes to an hour and a half, then I'm not really looking at smoking it, because that's what I'm sitting at the house to do, is to relax. So yeah. I know everybody don't have that kind of time, because one of my customers was like, "Hey man, I think this might be the last time for this buy from you, because my wife keeps complaining that I disappear for 2 hours when I go to smoke one of your cigars." I was like, well, we'll make something smaller so she can join you, and then that way
yeah. Oh man. Yeah, I hear you. So we got the 5 that came out, and then of course you got 6 and 7. So is there? Now I'm just kind of trying to make sure I'm not confused. Are you coming out with an 8th one? It's going to be a one-time release, and so you always.
No. The reflection chamber is a 7th one. Is the 7th one, and in actuality, when I say it, we actually are messing around with a current where it doesn't have any name. It's just going to be a house stick, a box press Maduro. It's also a 60 gauge, but it's box press. And when we was doing the other interview, a couple of on our anniversary, we did the interview. We actually released that house stick out. I thought about it, and then we held back from putting it on the website, just because, like you said, we was looking at it like, okay, we got a lot of stuff out there, but let's really see what's being grabbed. So those are kind of like, to our customers that's been with us for a minute, kind of like a little introductory surprise addition to a package they order stuff. Because right now I got an ambassador in Tennessee that's been doing pretty good for me, so we kind of put it down there, and I'm kind of hoping he get up. That's why I asked Big Country about Fat Charlie's, get him out there to Fat Charlie's with that new one to see if that might move somewhere or something. But no, the reflection chamber is part of the 7. We just only release it for that 3-month period. But like Desiree said, we've been basically trying to fill it out. Last year, it didn't really grab, I think, mostly because of the gauge size. People were like, I'm not really into a 70. I don't want to be smoking that long and this and that. So we like, okay, well, we're not going to keep it on normal circulation. We'll put it out, bring it out, and take it in, so that somebody be like, hey, where did that one go? I like that one. Where is it? Oh, okay, well, you can get that by either special order or during this time frame when we bring it back on the website.
That's good thinking.
Yeah, I understand that. So another question I have. So I was looking on your website, and I think, I don't remember what stick it was. It mentioned it's best to pair this with a 10 to 12 year Scotch. Now, are you a Scotch drinker?
Oh yes, we're Scotch, whiskey, bourbons, but that's coming from my that's Lamont. He's our what do you call him? A sommelier.
Sommelier.
He's our sommelier of whiskey.
Sommelier.
Yeah, sommelier. Yeah,
sommelier. Oh, I got it wrong.
He said that. Yeah, I don't speak French. My bad.
Put your Can I make a suggestion? Put your brand and your website in the chat so that we all can see it, because I definitely will check you out.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, please do. Of course. Thanks for that reminder, Desiree. So we're on with Deus Cigars, Deus Vult Cigars. .com. The Deus Vult Cigars.com. We got Rahzine Brown on, who's one of the managing partners of Deus Vult Cigars. So you've been out since last year. Your first stick was sold in maybe September. Do you have a number one selling stick in your collection?
Right now, the number one is the nail biter and fighter is between the Prophet and the Pilgrim.
Oh.
And the funny part is the Pilgrim got released early because it got name dropped on a podcast. So I'm in a cigar group up here called Sailors and Sticks. And he got one of the Pilgrims as a tester. And he was supposed to go on a podcast smoking a Prophet. And he was smoking a Prophet, but he was like, but I got to talk about this one that he gave me that's not out yet. And I'm like, brother, why you gonna talk about something that ain't got out yet? So then when he talked about it, I get to work. Everybody's like, yo, man, I need that stick that he was talking about because it sounds good. And if he talking about it like that, I know it's got to be worth something. So we actually ended up releasing that like a month or two earlier than we wanted to. And the Pilgrim is actually, I kind of fight to keep those on hand.
Man, so I'm smoking the Pilgrim right now. It's pretty good. Like I would I definitely would buy it again. It says it's medium to full, I believe, and I can't tell that it is. So it's that good of a smoke for me. Definitely that good of a smoke for me. So when you smoke your Pilgrim or whatever it may be, what do you like to pair it with? What is there a certain, you got a number one Scotch?
Me, it varies. It could be a when I get it, most of the time I end up really smoking it and drinking it with a Willet's bourbon. The pot stick bourbon. I drink that. And if I'm going to go with a whiskey or a Scotch, then it's probably going to be the Glimmerang Cherry Cask.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we do it with that, and every now and then Lamont, that's like I say, he's the connoisseur. So most times he comes to our meetings and he's like, hey, here's a bottle to test, and I want to smoke it with this, and we're like, okay, grab 40 miles, let's see how this goes. He's like, yeah, no, all right, go get me this. I'm like,
wow.
Hey man, we only supposed to be here for an hour before we get kicked out.
Yeah. So what? Since I'm smoking the Pilgrim right now, so what can people who have never had a Pilgrim, what can they expect?
Slight chocolatey pepper kick, medium. Like I said, smooth burn, even burn all the way through from beginning to end. I never get a complaint about draws, smoke. She's definitely known to hold a good ash. I usually a lot of times when I post my fat ass post, it's either I'm smoking a Pilgrim or I'm smoking a reflection chamber because I know they're gonna show off the most. But the Pilgrim just is mellow to me, and that's why it's funny because we did call it medium to medium full. Yeah. Because we noticed like from the first batch we gave to now where we're going, it's starting to seem like they're more of a medium full, vice just mild like we thought it was, and I love it. I love the kick, the taste that it goes through, and the taste it stays there. It doesn't. I don't lose it through any of my transitions from first series to I know a lot of cigar guys don't. I got a picker. Most of the time I'm putting a pick on it to finish it off because I'm like, hey, I get it as much until my fingers start saying, hey, what are you doing, dummy? We need these to do stuff with. And then I get the picker to finish it off.
As well, so I'm glad I got a fellow brother on here that uses pickers as well.
I got a picker, you know what I'm saying? So, and that's what it is. The honest truth is when I get them, and most people that I know that smoke them, they're like, hey, I just can't stop. And I'm like, well, then you need to start buying the 10 packs because this one and dime stuff ain't gonna do it.
Yeah. So I also noticed on the website that so do you sell a sample pack on the website? Did I miss it? I didn't see. All I saw was individual.
Yeah, you don't see it on the website because at the time, right? If you looked at on there, I'm out of stock of 40 miles, which is in the sample pack. Yeah. And because one of them is out of the sample pack, and I got real descriptive with the sample pack, I took it off so you can't see it. But me and my partners already talked about it. I'm probably just gonna put it back up, and we just let people know that, hey, we still have a Salomon, but it's a barber pole Salomon's Habano and Maduro wrap. It's the same cigar, but it's just that it's a barber pole. Smokes just the same, but it's just that Habano wrapper adds a little bit more flavor, sweet kick to you for it, and that's it. So we've been replacing the 40 miles with that right now until they finish maturing, so we can get them back on. So that's why I took the sample pack off of the website, and I'll probably put it back on after this discussion, since I was fussed at about the reflection chamber on my last interview because I was like, well, I like the reflection chamber myself, and they're like, hold up, I never saw that. It's not on the website. I was like, oh, because that only comes out during the winter, but I have it year round.
All right, then I'm gonna wait because I was sitting there trying to buy some, so I'm gonna wait till the sample pack. You put it back up, so
Roger
get up
that.
there.
Hey, all you gotta do is, hey, just text me or hit me up there, Desiree. We can get your sample pack put together and sent out.
Okay, I mean, I'm actually was on your site and I was looking at the Cardinal. It says sold out. The Prophet I had in my cart, and another one I can't remember the name. The Alpha and the Omega. So but when you said you were going to get the sample pack up there,
because in that sample pack, we usually have it's the Prophet, the Pilgrim, the Libations, the 40 mile, and the Alpha is what we put in it. So that's like I said. So it'll get put back up there for you.
All right, I can't wait.
Appreciate it.
So Rahzine, is there of course, deflect if you must. Do you have a roller? You go to a certain factory? Are you how did you guys get? Who rolls your cigars?
We're Nicaraguan based. We facilitate with Champ Mills for our cigars and our rollers down there.
Okay. Have you been down to the factory yet at all?
No, because of the COVID. Yeah. Once we decided to go, and then like I said before we started, I'm active duty, so they limit my travel. Once I said, hey, I want to go here, they're like, yeah, no.
Yeah.
No. He's like, you can wait. you got 9 more months, and then you can do whatever you want. And I'm like, that's foul. So we facilitated to have a trip, and we're actually looking forward to it. And hopefully in the late summer of next year, because like I said, when my daughter graduated in May, I was like, yeah, we're not doing any trips in May and June, so we're gonna have to go for July or August to head down to Nicaragua to see the plantation.
Oh, that's dope. I understand that. It's actually a dream of mine to go to Nicaragua. I don't even care I just want to be standing in some tobacco fields, man. It's a dream.
When you go there, you're gonna have a great time when you go.
It's on the list. It's on the list for sure. It's definitely on the list. It's gonna happen sooner than I expect, probably. So I wanted to give a shout out to a couple people that popped in. Of course, the people who popped in. We got Big Country in here. Desiree for Drunk Ching's in here. Sarah, what's up, Miss Lady?
Hey.
She's back in the cut.
How you doing? Long time. How you doing?
It has been a long time. I'm good. How are you guys?
No complaints here. I'm pretty good. I see you kicked off your the Purple Tober joint. You got a lot of nice pieces on there.
Yes, Purple Tober is in full effect. And you know me, I'm not like a daily poster. So like this right here, like I was so happy when Instagram crashed. I was like, yes, fuck yes, this is great. I don't have to worry about this shit. But then it came back and I was like, damn, I gotta do my post. But Purple Tober is definitely in full effect. I'm very grateful for the support that I've gotten so far. And I don't know if you're gonna bust out another purple suit for me again this year.
You already know. Maybe not a suit. Maybe not a suit. Only got one of them, so I wore that one last year. I got to figure something else out.
Well, find you a purple lace shirt or something. Find you a purple lace number.
I hear you. So Rahzine, just a quick rundown. Of course, Sarah's a homegirl. She does every October. She does something called Purpletober. It's for domestic violence awareness. If you go on her page now, you see a bunch of ladies with purple lipstick on, or maybe some purple fingernails of that nature. Of course, I'm gonna rock a purple shirt or a suit or something like that. Something crazy. Because I definitely much respect her cause and what she got going on.
That's cool. That's cool. I'm all about supporting all those events. I support sickle cell, domestic violence, cystic fibrosis, so breast cancer, period. We usually, like I said, being in the Mason field in Freemasonry, usually in October when we're able to operate, we usually have a cancer brunch. Mm-hmm. And I don't discriminate, and I tell everybody for the breast cancer, no offense against y'all, but have a cancer brunch, and I put up all the colors, try to give descriptions and information on all the cancers, and just keep it moving. Hopefully we'll be able to kick that back.
All cancers matter?
Not like that. Not like that. My thing is, I'm just saying.
I will point out that October, the reason why Domestic Violence Awareness Month is so overlooked is because of breast cancer. And a lot of people don't realize that domestic violence actually touches more people than breast cancer does. Mm-hmm. The difference is that with breast cancer, you're kind of forced to go to the doctor. You're forced to go do something about it. With domestic violence, you have a lot of people that suffer in silence. Mm-hmm. So the numbers are never adequately reported. Yeah. And if I looked at it correctly, Rahzine, you're from Virginia, right? Or you're stationed in Virginia?
Correct.
Are you from there or just stationed there?
No, I'm just stationed here.
Oh, okay, poor thing. But I'm actually from Virginia. I'm from the 757, born and raised. Okay. And it was there that I was first introduced to how much domestic violence affects Black people and Black people in the military.
Indeed.
My father was a Marine. My mom was in the Navy.
Hey.
A few of you know my story. Mm-hmm. My father actually ended up killing my mother and then committed suicide. Then my partner at the time, he was also in the Navy. And that was my first introduction to what abuse from a loved one was like. And I use the term loved one very loosely. So while October is shared by a bunch of causes, ladies, purple shirt, purple lipstick, purple nails, whatever it is you choose to do. Brothers, if you have a purple labeled cigar or a purple labeled bottle of whiskey or scotch or whatever, go ahead and post it. Put a picture up, hashtag Purpletober, as well as there's an Amazon link in my bio if you are willing to donate hygiene products, journals, things like that. Last year, I was able to get over 1,000 hygiene packs put together that actually lasted throughout multiple things or multiple events here. I actually took the last bit of hygiene packs from last year's raising to the Haitian refugee camp that has developed here in Houston.
Oh, man.
So I'm real big in community service work, and I feel like that's what's lacking in the cigar community is acts of service and love. So if you got the time and if you think about it, just post a picture, share some love, and do it for those lost and those still fighting.
For sure.
Amen, sister. Amen.
For sure. So Susie, I saw you put something in the chat. Susie, are you off mute now? What's up, Susie?
I'm here.
Hey,
I'm here.
There you go.
Hey.
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
So Rahzine, do you know Susie?
No, I don't.
She is a beautiful individual.
You
I'm a
need to
turtle.
know her. Everybody needs to know Susie.
I'm a turtle. I'm in my shell.
So I'll let Susie give it, but she has a beautiful app, Lit Torch app, and of course, Susie, please introduce yourself.
So, hello. I created an app for all of us, for all cigar smokers. It's called Lit Torch. And I created it because I got tired. Oh, you do know about Lit Torch?
Yes.
Okay, good. So I created it initially for a lounge locator, but it ended up developing into more than just a lounge locator. It's more of a social app for cigar smokers, and it's multifunctional. And with your brand, you can promote on the app as well. There are some promotion packages that you can look into to promote, as well as I could push through social media as well. So download it, share it, like it, follow me on Lit Torch app on Instagram and Facebook, and we can collaborate. I'm big on bringing up and actually collaborating with small brands. Right now, my last week of doing a boat event, it's called a Lit Torch Experience on the Water, and I try to collaborate with all small businesses, wine vendors, Uncle Nearest, cigar brands. Dez is on here. Dez and I collaborate on a lot of stuff with Drunk Chicken Cigars. So welcome to the cigar community and industry. Congratulations. And I did chime in to say I wanted to try a sample pack because I would love to try your cigars. I'm big on supporting each other.
Yeah.
So congrats. Gotcha. I saw the oh, my bad, Rahzine, but I saw the spread in
the
magazine.
Yes. Yeah. So I'm a fellow vet or military vet, and I suffer from PTSD every day. There's a trigger that I can manage or not manage, and I try and make light of it. So I wrote an article and sent it into TK, and he actually put it in the magazine, talking about how my first cigar experience was therapeutic because I was over in Iraq, and that was my introduction into the cigar experience, and I call it therapy. So every time that I smoke, it's like therapy, and so I wrote about it, and it was into the magazine. So yeah, that was a big honor.
Yeah, it's great.
Very grateful for that.
That's super dope.
Yep, and the app has over 5,100 downloads, so we're steady growing.
I saw you just celebrated 5K. That's pretty. Yeah,
yep, 5K.
Just saw that. So,
yeah. Going for 10K by January.
On the way. You well on the way.
Yeah.
Cool.
So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet y'all. You too.
We got House of Nia in the building. What's going on, bro?
Yeah, I like that name. He on mute.
What's going on, fam? How you doing? Good to see Cigar Rockstar back. Good to be in the presence of an entrepreneurial black establishment making moves. In addition to all the brothers and sisters that have chimed in so far, Lit Torch app is also Purple-tober, always Purple-tober. It's also King-tober, but we're gonna leave that. But congratulations on your success, brother. And I hope that you get them sampler packs back so I can get here and post some pictures doing some weird shit with your
Yes, indeed. I will definitely be talking about getting those. We should have those back up by Monday.
Some people may call it weird stuff, but some people enjoy it greatly. So
it ain't weird. It ain't weird.
So here's my thing, sir, for your company, and I'm really modest with my lifestyle. I live a different type of lifestyle. At the same time, I live a very symbiotic lifestyle with cigars. Cigars is a grown folks endeavor. Even though we like to bring up the children, as they say, train up a child. We like to bring up the children, but when we get to a certain level, a certain level in life, we like to slow things down. And cigars slow things down. You start thinking about the transitions that go between the first, the second, and the third of the cigar. You start thinking about what libations you're going to pair with it. Shout out to Royal Canadian. Canadian whiskey that we're having tonight. And you start thinking about the people you want to enjoy it with. And that's why I wanted to jump on tonight. So I want to support my brother Rockstar because he knows there's nothing better than sitting in the gazebo in the hot tub having a goddamn cigar. And that's what we do over here. And I also wanted to support everybody that's assembled on the Zoom because, you know, everybody in their own individual way is bringing forth the culture's advancement. And that's what's important, is advancing the culture.
For sure. Definitely that. Definitely that. Appreciate you showing up, bro. I know it's been a minute, and I'm glad you guys decided to jump on for me. Bro.
I missed you, man. I missed you. Besides, I'm still in. You wait till you see what I'm about to wear, man. I'm still in your whole steez.
Well, I got something planned for. I think I'm going to G-Spot joint. I think he got something in November. So you'll see. I ain't gonna reveal it yet. You'll see. You'll see. We also got Miss Full Body. What's going on?
Hey.
Miss Full Body is also another veteran on here. She's also the owner of Ancestry Cigar.
Yeah.
Hey.
You know Rahzine now. Okay, cool.
Yes.
What's
hey,
up,
Rahzine,
Queen?
How's it going?
Fine. How are you? Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can hear me. How are you? I just jumped on to support.
Doing good.
That's good. Yeah, I just jumped on to support. I'm glad you're doing well. I'm so proud of you. Congratulations.
Appreciate it.
Hey, Desiree. Hey, Susie. I miss you guys.
Hey, boo boo.
Hey. I miss you all. Hey, Big Country. I miss you too.
What's happening?
What's going on?
Not much more rolling.
I know it's been a long weekend. That's why I sound so tired.
Hey, somebody told me they feel left out. I ain't gonna say who, but somebody in here said they feel left out. You ain't say their name.
Oh, say cool, baby. You know you ain't never left out, my baby. My baby ain't never left out. Yes, there go my baby. Hey,
how was Miami? How did Miami treat you?
That was Jacksonville. Jacksonville treated me excellent. We should be in the next couple of days announcing the meet and greet in Miami. We almost got everything done and confirmed, so I'll probably announce it by Friday or Monday.
See, you see how I move. See, earlier the brother said he was highlighting one cigar and somebody popped out and named another cigar. I know you was in Jacksonville, but I said Miami because I know you was working on Miami. That's how the shit go. That's how we do.
Yeah, Jacksonville was wonderful. We got we're in both Island Girl Gateway and Island Girl Pantra Vida, and then we got some more that we gonna be in that we'll be able to announce, I'd say, within the next couple of weeks, because some of them are still being built out. So hopefully they'll open in December.
Nice. So you down in the Gunshine State, huh?
Yes, Big Country.
My neck of the woods.
Big Country. See how dark I am? I got like 16 different tans. Saw my pictures in the swimsuit of me poolside pimping.
She done. I got that savage tan, that real savage tan.
Mm-hmm. I love Florida. That's like my second home.
Yeah, for sure.
You can have that shit. You're never going back.
Well, you need appreciate you joining in. I'm glad to see you. It's been a while, so I appreciate you joining.
It's been a minute. We missed Wednesdays, and we're glad Wednesdays are coming back finally.
Yeah, they back. Thank you for sure. Definitely that. So Rahzine, man, you got seven cigars out. Your first, September was your kickoff date. I think before I started recording, before most people got on, you were talking. Most of your sales are in person or online. Is there a future for you to try to get into more brick and mortars at all?
Yeah, we're in discussion with a couple of places. It's just the ability to get with everybody and see what the demand and request is. Currently, there's a new cigar lounge, brick and mortar opening here in Virginia that we're in called Era Lounge. That's supposed to be opening soon. We've been in discussion with Big Will at Mike Speakeasy. I got a couple mobile cigar lounges that's been asking to get our line, but they're mostly here in Virginia. I think V Cut Mobile. We said we was gonna talk with her to try to get something going. There's another spot up here called Cape Fear. And like I said, being that I just, like you, just bought me a house down here in Elizabeth City, there's a mobile lounge down here that I got to get with. He's a vet and talk with him, try to get my foot here in North Carolina, and then look to possibly relocate the business to North Carolina because, at the end of the day, everybody else want whatever money you got and you making. So Virginia is very hungry. I would like to put less in their pockets and a little bit more in ours. So, but we strive for brick and mortar. I think at first our original design was we were going to open up our own brick and mortar. Mm-hmm. Like I said, with the taxes and everything in Virginia, we was just like, yeah, brick and mortar is not the way to go. Don't overdo yourself. Don't set yourself up for failure. Let's start small, which is, hey, we're going to do sales. Because even originally, our plan wasn't to go online. It was to be a local-based cigar company. Mm-hmm. And then as we got a little bit more popular, go online. But with us being a veteran-owned business and having connections throughout the states and somewhat throughout the country, it really didn't make sense to limit ourselves to just Virginia. And, the Texas Cigar, we opened up some avenues and venues. So we in talk with a new lounge that's supposed to be opening up in St. Louis, Ash Cigar Lounge. He's still trying to start his stuff, so he's interested. We were in discussion with him. We're just waiting for him to get all his stuff together. And
good people, fam.
Yeah, he's good people. I had a good conversation with him in Texas when we were down there. So, yeah,
he's real good people.
We want to get like everybody else.
Brother, rather. He's real good people.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to talk. We want to get in them brick and mortars and more availability. But I'm looking at also the fact of possibly being distributed and staying closer. So we might end up flooding the East Coast. I got a couple of spots in South Carolina we gotta research and look at, because I guess it's just the military in me. I can't just jump on anything and everything because you say that's what you want. I gotta actually see what you got going on, see what your business sense in your mind is like, because at the end of the day, it's business. And so it's gotta be good for you. It's gotta be good for me. We can't have a good working relationship. Ain't no reason to have a relationship. There's too many bad relationships out there.
Dollars gotta make sense, Mr. Brown. Dollars gotta make sense. But
yeah,
these Zooms is a good way to connect up and down the East Coast, especially going to Rockstar. Rockstar is really connected with a lot of good people. Mm-hmm. Like the people that support Rockstar is really boost down type of individuals. I'm not on the East Coast anymore at the moment. I'm out in Denver. If you're thinking about spending out in Denver, holla at me. But these Zooms allow for that legwork to be done in real time. The breakout conversations that have to happen after these Zooms. Just the fact that you in Virginia, Lit Torch app is in the DMV. Y'all do a collab real quick. Y'all done tripled y'all reach. So these Zooms are just golden right now, and there's a lot of people on this Zoom. Just this one right here that can help spread your message and spread your product and help those activations.
Yep, and I definitely appreciate it. I mean, I was honored and surprised when Rockstar hit me up and was like, "Hey man, we looking at doing this on Wednesday. Want to bring you out?" And I'm like, "Okay." And as Murphy's Law, normally I'm off work and I'm back home by like 12:30, 1 o'clock. I ain't get here today till about 8:15 between working and going to visit my grandbaby. So I'm like, I gotta make this interview. I gotta do it, and I told my partners, I said, I know a lot of us are basically clocking in at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning to get to work. So I was like, yeah, y'all be on there if y'all can get on there. If not, that's fine. Spreading that word is a definite thing. Like I said, I got my brother on the West Coast who's out there in San Diego. Colorado would definitely be an interesting fact, So we never turn down opportunities because you never know where that blessing's coming from. Like I said, being on this call, you know, Rockstar was like, hey, I apologize. I usually have a flood amount of numbers. Hey, bro, 3 is better than none. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I look at it. You know, when I did mine, we did our anniversary episode with Cigar Lipstick Stains, Cigars and Lipstick Stains.
Yeah.
I think we might have had 4 people that was on there, you know, and that's cool. And a couple of the people that showed up was our supporters here in the state that follow us and stuff. But the word was out, you know. Like you said, the funny part I found was I forgot where we was at because we were oh man, where was I? I can't remember, but I just know I was walking in the state and the guy saw my shirt. And he was like, yo, I know that logo. Yo, they got cigars. Them some good cigars. I had some of those. You know how I can get me? I was like, I got my case right here. What you want? I'm the owner. Let's do this. Yeah. What you talking about? You know, so I like the fact that, hey, they remember the logo, they remember the label, they remember the name. And that's another part about the name of being Deus Vult or Deus Vult, because it's not something that you hear all the time.
Not at all.
When you hear it and see it, you're gonna be like, man, I can't remember that. What it goes with that? And you know, a little shame plug. Like I said, y'all all looking at the website. We also got shirts on there. We got hats on there. We do hoodies.
Yeah.
We do ashtrays.
Yeah.
The ashtrays we haven't put on the website, but I told them we need to just put pictures up and let everybody know that they strictly by order, because you know we go get them engraved and burnt in for you and we ship them out. So, you know, we trying things, but we're not trying to try too much because you stretch yourself too long. Yeah. But that's the reason why, you know, with 5 partners, you can divide and conquer. Hey, you in charge of paraphernalia. You take care of that. I'll keep making sure our cigars are coming. We keep making sure they're moving out. Any support is support and is loved and appreciated. You know, even something as simple as just saying, hey, y'all guys might want to check that website out. I ain't yet, but this is the website and this is the company. You know, I talk to the guy. We try to make sure that we're personable. You know, I talk about it a lot on IG. Our thing is we try to provide the best customer service as we can, because at the end of the day, how you treat people is how you be treated and how you be reviewed. So if you have a problem with my product, I can't do nothing if you don't tell me. Yeah. You know, and we ask for feedback on our site. We send cards. We ask you, hey, if you had a bad stick, didn't get a good draw, you gotta let me know. Because then I can look and say the same thing. I treat it, I'm in quality assurance. So if you tell me, hey, that libation I got from you didn't smoke so good, I gotta look and see. Okay, I look back. When did he order it? Oh, he ordered it then. That's when we ordered this batch, but it was from this batch we sent it out. All right, let's check the rest of these. Keep it moving, because we don't want you to have a bad draw. Who wants a bad draw cigar? I don't, you know? And I mean, that's just us. We can't say we go with the flow, but we not confrontational. It's not, oh man, why you talking about my cigar like that? Da-da-da. You know, I had somebody come to me like that. Hey man, I had one of your trash cigars and then smoke well and then draw right. And I was like, first and foremost, why are you approaching me like that? I say, and the thing that made it worse was you one of my brothers. All you had to do was pull me to the side, like, hey yo, bro, I had a problem with your cigar. And I'd have been like, which one? All right, well, here goes one to replace that. And here goes another one that you haven't smoked yet, because you might like that one, and keep it moving. But you gonna come off at me like you rah-rah the pit bull, and I'm gonna just look at you and go, oh, okay, no problem. Because at the end of the day, I lose that customer. But I keep my sanity and my respect because I didn't go off on you in front of this crowd at a cigar lounge. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna do that to me in front of a bunch of people in the cigar lounge, but you're supposed to be my brother. Roger that, bro. Love you too.
You know,
no problem.
Rahzine, I had that same issue a while back, Rahzine. Guys go around to a club talking about my cigar's trash. People don't understand something. If you hold a cigar too tight, you're gonna split the leaf. Mm-hmm. If you put your fingernail in it, you split the leaf. I mean, he walk around this club telling everybody, oh, look at his cigar, it's split, it's doing that. And Rockstar, you can attest to that. Have you had any issue with one of my cigars that you smoke?
No construction issues at all. None. Zero.
Like I said, there are no perfect cigars in the world. You never find one. I don't care if it's Ashton, Fuente, Fernandez, or whoever, Perdomo, whoever you get them from. You're gonna run into a bad cigar every now and again. Nothing's ever perfect.
Yeah.
But like you said, you can't satisfy the masses.
Yeah.
Am I correct? Am I right?
I've thrown out a 10-pack of Perdomo champagnes. Mad as hell. Because I was like, yo, these are the most dried out, rotted things I've ever had. What is the problem? And I was like, well, maybe it's just the way that I lit it. So I went, grab a wood stick match, light it, a different one, smoke it. Maybe it's where I'm cutting it. Me cut it with a V cut instead of straight. And I'm like, no, they just bad. I don't sit up there and go, man, Perdomo sucks. No, I understand that. One, it's also depending on the person that had the cigar and how they maintained it, what they maintained. I walk in a lot of spots and I go into their humidor and I'm like, yo, dude, do you realize your humidity says 79%? What are you doing?
Yeah.
Seasoning
the locker. All the moisture out.
I said, you seasoning the locker again or something? But you know what I like? And I look at the people that I'm trying to show about smoking and I go, yo, so this is something that you don't do. He's like, well, I said, this is at 79%. I said, the only time I do something like that is when I know I got a problem with something, just mess with it. And then I'm going to drop it. And then I'm going to bring it up. And then I'm going to try to see when it gets. And then I'm going to test the cigar. And I'm going to go through a cigar in a week. And I'm not even really smoking it. I'm just lighting it, smoking it for about that first hit and go, okay, no, it didn't work. Now I need to shift it like this. But for you to come out and just start saying, oh, these cigars are bad, they bad cigars, the company sucks. It's like, hey, man, I pride myself on customer service and my product. If it's bad, okay, tell me what you had a problem with. And when you tell me what cigar it is, I'll go, Because I had a guy tell me, hey, man, I had a bad draw on your 40 mile. We were like, yo, something wrong with him. Ain't no way in the world the 40 mile had a bad draw. And then we go grab one and I go, hey, I know what the deal is. He's like, what? That one got sold out of the personal pack that I had because I was on travel. And I gave it to him out of my cigar as a little freebie, just to, hey, check this out, test this out. And when I looked, my little Bovita pack was, basically cement. So I'm like, okay, you had a bad draw. I understand. But I guarantee you, when you order off that site or you see me again, you're not going to have that problem.
So Rahzine, has there been, okay, so the first 5 released, they went well, then you released 2 more. Has there been a cigar in your lineup that you guys went back and maybe tweaked the blend a little bit because of to make it better?
It was the 5 libations, because that 5 libations, that torpedo, I don't know if you got one of those. No, it's a torpedo barber pole, and it's got a pepper. It's got a strong pepper kick, and the problem is that we had to shift from black to white pepper to minimize that hit that was coming off. It was real strong at the beginning, and I was like, okay, cool. But the first few batches we had, that hard hit of the pepper stayed all the way through. And it just became a real hard smoke because you had to fight that pepper. Yes. So then we got them to tone it down with that white pepper, and it's, so now it's just another lovely stick.
Yeah. So you taught me something new. I didn't even think about moving from black pepper to white pepper. That's pretty interesting. So is there somebody? So like, how did you start smoking cigars, bro? Like you can't just of course wake up one day and say I want to start my own line. Like when was it? Like how long you been smoking? Like what made you start smoking cigars?
Well, as far as everybody's concerned, I'm a baby. The funny part is if you first met me, I didn't like smoking. I didn't smoke a cigar. I took a puff of a blunt back when I was 12 and said, I'll never do this again. I'm like, I don't know what this problem is, why everybody like this smoking. I couldn't stand people smoking cigarettes around me, cigars. And then, just that military life at the time, you start out simple with the usual, Black and Miles. So I'm smoking Black and Miles thinking, hey, yeah, I'm moving up, I'm doing something. And then on our most of the time when we on our deployments and we return back, I'm in the submarine force. So most time when we ride back on the surface, coming back home, we up in the bridge and everybody's smoking. Well, I was a lookout and I'm like, yo, let me get one of those. I got one of the cigars, started smoking and was like, okay, I guess this ain't that bad, and then, don't everybody hang up on me and discredit my company. I started smoking them Garcia Vegas out of the exchange and it was like, get some cigars, I know what I'm doing. And then, finally around 2007 is when I finally started getting some quality cigars and learning about them, that they have a different appeal and taste. And like you said, hey, oh, wow. I did a tour, not a tour, but I did a tour, a Woodford Reserve back in, had to be 2018, right after my son got married. Me and my mom did a tour at Woodford. And my man at Woodford blew my mind by just showing me drinking the whiskey and the difference of how it hits after you do a water rinse, or if you eat some almonds, or you take a bite of chocolate before you hit the next drink. And I said, man, I wonder if they do the same thing with tobacco. And then I started doing the same thing with tobacco, like you said, with the different liquors. But I also started doing it with chocolate. Yeah. So a lot of times I have dark chocolate when I'm smoking my cigars. I mean, that's the reason why the Pilgrim has that slight chocolate hit to it. A lot of people was like, hey, why don't you sweet tip your cigars? And I was like, not to discredit anybody, but I had a fat bottom Betty. And I basically almost threw up after I had it because I was like, if this is what people are asking for with all this sweetness and sugar, I can't provide that. Because to me, if that's the case, why don't I just take a Jolly Rancher and put fire to it and do what I'm doing? You know what I'm saying? That's how I felt about it. And I was like, yeah, this can't be. So I learned from there, and it's funny because, you was in the Navy, you was in the Army, the Marines.
Hey, come on, bro. Come on, bro.
I got you, Marines.
Hey, you had it right, John.
Hold on. The Marines is the Navy. Don't even front. Don't front. The Marines ain't
right. They only shoot together.
Special ops of the Navy.
Tell them they the same branch.
They the same branch. Yep. That's why I tell them every time they say something, I'm like, look at your ID. What it say? Department of Navy. Don't say Department of Marine Corps.
Why you like that, why you capping on here, Rahzine? Why you capping like that?
I ain't capping. So, and like I said, I was on submarine. So if anybody that served in the military, in the Navy, and in the Navy, ain't a lot of us in the Navy. And sure enough, not in the submarine force.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And sure enough, not in nuclear power in the engineering department. So all of my smoking started with the white boys. And I'm just like, all right, so let me see what they smoking. Let me see what they drinking. And so the whole Scotch thing is where I picked that up. Because, when I hung out with my brothers that was the cooks, I'm drinking Southern Comfort. I'm drinking, Jim Beam and all that. Then they like, hey, look, we in Scotland. We're going to go on this Scotch tour. We're going to hit some Oban. We're going to get some Talisker. We're going to get whatever we can. We're going to get some St. Edwards. So we like, oh, cool, let's do this.
Man,
hey, we're gonna get some cognacs and stuff like that from where it's made. And while we doing it, we smoking cigars. And I'm like, hey, what kind of cigar is this? They like, oh, this is a Maduro. Oh, okay. Well, I like that Maduro real good with the Oban because the Oban is real oaky, and you get you a nice Maduro to go with this. Oh man, they kind of balance themselves out. So it just got better for me. And then, like I said, afterwards, we just finally said it, hey, okay, now I'm smoking. And then I started smoking some more. Then I started supporting, when I found out there were Black cigar companies that threw me. I didn't know they were out there.
Yeah.
And the first brother I ever came across was Champ Mills. He put me on a long time ago when he said he was going to first start his company. Hey, bro. On all that's word and born to me, the day you drop, you let me know. I'm buying a bundle of whatever you got because I know the kind of person you are.
Yeah.
From talking with you, that obviously this ain't gonna be no BS.
Yeah.
And from there, it was just a roll. And like I said, because originally he was like, yo, man, why don't you just get your own company? And I was like, all right, yeah. So I think about it. But the problem is I didn't think the right stuff. Like when I thought get my own company, start selling my own cigars, it was just basically, hey, I just got to buy cigars and I just got to sell them. You know.
Heck no.
So you know, this whole first year has been our true 100% learning experience. You know what I'm saying? Because of having to go down there and it's like, oh man, I ain't really realized that, you know, kind of making a cigar is like trying to decide what slow jams you're gonna play for this next sex session. Because if you don't play it right, it ain't gonna go right. That's how it is with that cigar. And,
Mr. Brown.
And that's the way I looked at it, you know.
Mr. Brown, you
that's my history.
You found your rums yet?
Yeah, right now I do that Boomba XO and then the Anzac. And then there's another one.
Let me tell you
for whatever
something
reason
real quick.
I can't find it.
Let me tell you something real quick. One of the things that people get off into the trends. The trends, you know, we late to the game. Black people late to the game, even though that brown hands roll every cigar that ever been made. But we late to the game. So we follow behind the trends. The trends are bourbons, scotches, you know what I'm saying? Tennessee whiskey. But brother, as a brother who's done his diligence, where have they rolled cigars that they don't drink rum?
True.
So the thing of it is, what we forget is that rum, which a lot of us as brown melanated people drink, goes with cigars, bro. The people that roll cigars, they drink rum. So I'm like right now, I got this right here. This is a copper 12 that you could only get in South America. That's what the South Americans drink. Well, South America is where cigars come from. I got this in the DR. When you drink this with a Dominican, oh my gosh, the chewy Maduro notes come out different. The shit hit different. So, bruh, from what I've heard from what your cigars are about, start trying to sample different rums and see if you find that marriage met in heaven. You know what I'm saying? You might find something, you might find a partnership, somebody endorsing you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, because we do, like I said, and that's why I said Lamont is the Scotch whiskey guy. We're all Scotch whiskey guys. You know, Ed is a big Crown XR, but we do have those rums, and there's this one, I think it's an Appleton run, but also the Mount Gay. That Mount Gay Reserve goes great. Yeah. Goes great with our Alpha and Omega.
That Mount Gay Black too. That Mount Gay Black is ridiculous.
I just have a hard time getting it. I usually have to call my brother in Jersey to get stuff like that.
Yeah, I hear you. That's so I'm drinking rum as well. I got this from you can't even see it. The lighting is all bad. Kanishi rum is out of Barbados.
Yes, Barbadian rum be sweet.
Yeah, it is. So the thing is, like I don't always believe in there's contrast and there's compliment. So I don't feel like this is complimenting the cigar, but it is contrasting. But it's still a good flavor. Like it's maybe that's why I said it didn't taste full to me, because I'm drinking something fruity. You know what I mean? But either way, it still pairs well. It doesn't complement. It contrasts. But that's right now. That's what I'm on, and it's a good blend. You know what I mean? It's a good blend.
Yeah, like I said though, that Pilgrim is kind of deceiving to me sometimes, because when we first did it, when we first came out with it, we just called it a medium cigar. Yeah. And then we did a session with Sellers and Sticks, and everybody was like, yo, man, why you trying to fool everybody? What you talking about? It's like, you call this a medium cigar. It's a daggone, like a medium full. This thing got a hit to it. And I'm like, bro, I just never seen it that way. But if that's what you're saying, and it's about 8 of y'all that's saying it. Okay, well, maybe we'll reevaluate and look. So we changed up the description to say medium to medium full. And we also, you know, in my disclaimer, we all understand everybody's palates are different. And whoever smokes whatever, you know what I'm saying, you're used to certain things. So it just may not hit you like that. And that's why I try to let some people know that, hey, the descriptions that you see of the cigars, a lot of people get mad at me. I said it on Cigar Listers things. I don't do the, hey, it tastes like horse leather and oak with a little bit of cedar with a fat bat chew and tobacco spit. Because for most people that know how to smoke, you know what you're getting out of the cigar. But for that novice or somebody that wants to start, I mean, honestly, right? Like I told you, our profit and our pilgrims move a lot. Most of our profits go to all our ex-Black and Mild smokers. We had a bunch of dudes that they was like, they never smoked cigars ever. And because my partner, Ed, works with a bunch of guys, just like, yo, man, I got this company. And they was like, well, yo, we know you don't behind nothing that you ain't real about. So they, you know, everybody's deceived because, oh, the profit is small. Oh, it's light skinned. So it can't be that strong. But it's all full body cigar. You know what I'm saying? Smack the heck out you.
Right turn, Clyde.
I be wanting to put this on our website so bad, but I can't mess with my brother like that. Mike, he's our IT guy. When we got our first batch, we all sat there and I said, all right, look, now that we got the batch, let's smoke them. So we all bust out profits and we started smoking them. While we banding, that's the other thing. Our companies that we deal with, I tell everybody, we are mom and pop. So we ban our own cigars because I don't really have the inventory and money to be paying Susie down there, even though it's only maybe 65 cents to roll a cigar, or, you know, the label cigar. I don't have that right now to be going, hey, yeah, I want to blow $300 to you to wrap my order. Nope, send it to me. We'll do it ourselves.
Yeah.
And we sitting there wrapping the cigars, but we smoking a profit. All of a sudden we look around. Football season just started. First game was on. We like, yo, where the hell Mike go? He done moved his chair out the garage outside because he like, yo, I don't know about y'all. I'm hot as hell. We like, yo, did you inhale? He like, no. We like, oh, okay. So we go back to doing what we doing. You know, we drinking, smoking. Next thing we look, yo, where the fuck Mike go? Mike inside the house, shirt off. My AC is turned up, fan on. He laid on the couch like, yo, I don't know what's going on, but I'm hot as hell. I'm about to burn up. And that's when we said, yo, this profit is way more stronger than we think, but we know
he ever have a hot flashes.
He was having serious hot flashes. We drink every time we get down to have a session. We like, hey Mike, you want a profit? He like, hell no, give me a Pilgrim.
Yeah, I know the feeling. That's crazy. So I saw we had we had a fellow Sister the Leaf join. What's going on, Terry?
Hey, what's up, everybody?
And Rahzine is going to transition because so Bella, we was talking about cigar picks earlier, so I'm glad you jumped on.
Oh, okay.
Rahzine's a fellow cigar pick user as a brother. So,
hi, Rahzine.
How you doing?
Good, you?
I'm great.
So Bella has my favorite picks. Of course, she has Bella cigar picks. Bella, if you don't mind, introduce yourself real quick.
Yeah, I'm Bella Cigar Picks. I'm out of Nashville, Tennessee, and my design is unique because I have a cap attached to my pick so that you won't harm yourself. And yes, AJ, I still haven't forgotten you. Anyway.
I know the hands. I know the big ass hands. And you got to call with you truck to get my damn feet.
Anyway, yeah, mine is unique because it has the attached cap and chain, and I can't believe I don't have one next. Oh wait, I do have one next to me, so you can see what I'm talking about. But I'm just coming back from another interview. They're saying, hey, AJ, I threw your name out too. Some local sisters that's doing a podcast on Black entrepreneurs in the cigar industry and stuff. One's name is Ebony.
Tracy and Ebony?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did my interview with them.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. Forget you then.
Yeah.
Matter
of fact, I told them about you, Terry.
Oh, okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
Brand supporting brands. And then I told them about Alicia. So we all in the family.
Yeah, I got Passat hoodies and t-shirts.
Got Passat, yep. I got the whole kit and caboodle. But this is the original one. It's a little worn, but it's about 4 years old. It's just got a little patina to it. Yes, sir.
Bella, can you tell them about Alicia one more time real quick?
See, you ain't right, say cool.
Can you tell them about Alicia? When you told them about Alicia.
You want Alicia Pasita, or you want me to show about Pasita? Right. I knew what you're talking about.
But let me just say for all y'all aficionados out here killing the game, let me tell you, when I was down in Memphis at the G Spot Lounge for the G Spot Entanglements, let me tell you, people have asked me about my hat. My hat was adorned with a lovely Bella cigar pig in my hat, just like she's wearing right now. Let me tell you, it's not just for the cigars, it's for all the accoutrement.
Okay. And Sekou says a little special something on his, but we won't talk about that right now.
Yeah.
my lamb. My damn. Aren't you great?
Yeah. So for what I understand too, maybe I'm talking too much, Bella, but so Rahzine, she makes picks. And Bella, are you still able to etch on logos? Did you get to that point yet?
Well, that's the part I'm working on. That's why AJ doesn't have his yet. We're getting closer and closer to getting it exactly how I would like it to look. We've had some little experiments that just aren't up to my quality control. Yeah. And I don't want to release anything that's not. But yeah, we're working on that. That's like my next level.
Understood. So Rahzine, I know you got accessories, you got hats, hoodies, t-shirts. I like your hats, by the way. They're pretty dope. So if you wanted to incorporate cigar picks in your accessory pack or whatever it may be, Bella may be a good.
Yeah. We definitely can talk. That's what we're looking at too, because like we once again when we was at the Texas Cigar Week, we was sitting there with the brothers from CS Cigar Pipes.
Yeah,
and talking with them. We trying to get some of those pipes made. Well, right now we're just looking at getting them made for the partners. Okay. Then we just told them, what we'll do is just plug them on our site so they can go to him to get them, because I'm not gonna try to handle his stuff on our stuff. He got his thing set up. But yeah, picks, holders, ashtrays, we kind of gain to do it all, because the one thing though is I know we haven't really touched for whatever reason, the females, and I think it's mostly because the females always, your cigars are too big. Like, like Rockstar was like, hey, why y'all stick with all 60s? And I'm like, well, most of the females I know, because I know a bunch of the ladies at the round table here in Virginia, they smoke 60s. So that's what I looked at. That's what I looked at when I based it. So but we are, like I said, looking at the Lanceros and the Churchills.
Yes, please.
And we start.
I got a Lancero right now.
most females probably would like the picks more than the brothers most of the time. I know a lot of my brothers that I deal with, they do get them, because we actually got our picks from one of our sisters that got her own company out of Detroit, and she just made some Masonic ones for us, and we was like, all right, cool.
I make Masonic ones as well. Yeah.
Like, okay, cool. We got it. We good.
Yeah.
I support you. We good. I pump you. I post you whenever I put my pictures up. I put a pic in it so they know and tell them who it's made by. But yeah, definitely. Would definitely love to see some Deus Vult pics. Okay. And then Rockstar, you had asked about it. I don't think y'all really come to Virginia like that or whatever, but on December 18th. We're gonna be vending at they called the All Group, and they're doing a Christmas bash out here in Virginia. We went to their summer bash and about a week to be able to vend there. So at the Hampton Convention Center, that's where we're gonna be there on December 18th selling. And
you can be down Hampton Roads. Oh, okay.
All day. 757.
Ooh.
So and then we trying to do a couple of pop-ups with Sailors and Sticks, because we got got a couple of new veteran-owned breweries opening up. So we're gonna set up at their
Wow.
spots and sell cigars there with them and have our social and our group meeting and stuff like that. So it's just like you said, you know, like Purpose said over there. I'm calling Purpose because he got House of Nia and just go with that. So we trying to branch out, reach out, and be in those places.
Shout out to my man for calling it out like that. My man, most people be acting all fucking crazy and not knowing what me.
Just because I'm stationed in Virginia don't mean I'm from Virginia. I'm Brooklyn born and raised, baby. Brooklyn, New York. I celebrated Kwanzaa for as long as the Navy would let me. It's kind of hard when you tell them, hey, I need 12 days off because I don't do that one day. I'll take duty on Christmas, but the next 12 is mine.
Yeah. That's crazy. So Rahzine, I know you know you and your four brothers got together, started Deus Vult. You sold your first thing in September. Along that journey, has there anybody that maybe took you under their wing, or you took some extra advice from, or you had any like cigar mentors type joint?
Yeah. I've had plenty. You know, like I said, shout out to Champ Mills.
Yeah.
You know, I've heard a lot of different words about him. They say what they want. I know the brother be true to heart and been by our side, thick and thin, helping us out as far as helping with finding us a place to get our sticks from, to deal with this. Another one of my dudes is Rick Charles. He used to be a distributor and the controller for Ventura Cigars, Psycho, and all of that.
Yeah.
And currently we're in discussion with him because he controls all the naval bases, cigar stations, humidors.
Oh wow!
And he's looking at picking us up to put us on there. So we pretty much hopefully gonna be hitting all the naval bases here by hopefully by the beginning of 2022, if not by the middle. Once we get ourselves together with everything that we want and the protocols he wants for us to follow. But Rick, my man Mike from Pale Horse Coffee and Cigars, he up here in Virginia, they've all been phenomenal with their assistance. My thing that I love about them is unlike a lot of things with our people, and the funny thing is Rick and Mike are white. They're not black. And no one has been scared to sit down and say, hey, this is this. Hey, these guys are charging you this. They're full of crap. Go to this guy. Here's my guy that can help you out. And this person can help you out. Or, hey, you ever thought about doing this? No one, or I call and go, hey, yo, Rick, you know, I feel a certain kind of way because a lot of companies I see, they all got their own cigar boxes for their company. We don't have that provided for us right now because I understand we're starting out. He's like, hey, man, we can talk about that, but what I'm going to tell you is get another year under your belt. And when we talk about bringing it to the exchange, we'll have the box thing situated. And I'm like, cool. No one is that I deal with in my, and I can't say circle, in my crew, in my niche, have they ever said no? They've always said, let me get back to you on that. No, let's have a talk. This is a better way to do this.
Yeah.
Hey, I know a guy that can do this for you. Or better yet, let me see what you got. Let me look at your full perspectives of what you guys' future is for the next few months or at least the next quarter so I can help you out. No one has ever turned me down for advice. And when I say advice, it's like, you know, hey, country, big country, yo, man, I hear you talking about changing your rapper. You know, why you doing this and why you doing that? Hey, just like when I said, hey, well, what rapper you switching to? Some people I talk to, they be like, well, I can't talk about that right now because, you know, I'm trying to get my stuff situated and I got to get mine situated first before I put that out. Everybody's always been open arms and flowing of the information. And so, I mean, I do the same thing. I've had people ask me, hey, yo, how did you start your business? You know, matter of fact, one of my lodge brothers, he opened up a cigar company like a month after we posted. And before he started, he was like, hey, yo, how did you get your registered agent? Hey, how did you do your LLC stuff? Oh, you got to do this, this, and this. You got to get in touch with SEC to do this, this, and this. And boom, next thing you know, he started with a company. we were like, oh dang, I didn't know he's coming out with one. Cool. Kudos to you, because it's money for everybody.
Yeah,
correct.
I don't hide. Now, obviously, you know, you talk about the intelligent product intelligence and stuff like that. Yeah, you don't go that much detail, but I don't have a problem telling you what my process was like, what I had to do this. You know, I don't have a problem telling you that, hey, yo, look, I'm Nicaraguan based, bro. So if you're not familiar with the custom laws, then you need to get familiar with custom laws if you're dealing with out of country. Because customs is a mofo. And the bad part about it was I know they got corrupt cops and all that stuff, but everybody knows the IRS is corrupt. Customs is his cousin.
Right. Shit, it goddamn brother.
Might be his wife.
You know, Rahzine, like when you hit that on there, like you said, Terry and Sam, they helped me out a lot, and a few people around the way up here in Tennessee, they helped me out getting started, and they ultimately they put me in contact with a lot of good people.
Mm-hmm.
And like I always tell Terry, every time I say her time, I say I thank you guys from the bottom of my heart, because they put me in contact with some real people, and ever since January of this year, I keep in contact with every last one of them. She put me in contact with Rockstar. I'm still here. I ain't going nowhere. You know, when you say you're speaking about your boxes, you know, I have these done by myself. These right here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and when you open the boxes up, I tell them to throw them away, because inside the boxes is a story behind my brand, and that's my granddad.
Word.
So yeah, you know, it's like you said, it takes a lot of thought process, man, to starting with your blends, getting the right tobacco, getting it grown in the right place, the right time, harvesting. You have to go visit the folks. I mean, it takes time and money to do all that stuff, man. It took me down to 9 months before I let anybody know what I was doing. And then when everybody found out, I let Terry know. I told Sam, my old girl, her sister, a few other people know. And I'm like, you know, I'm starting my own cigar brand. You know, and like I said, this first year is always filling out year to fill out everybody to where everybody's doing, to where everybody's at, and how everybody thinks, and especially about the market. You know, and like I said, you know, Rahzine, I congratulate you, man. You know, you're a good brother. Just met your night, and I wish you much success, man. I really and truly do.
Appreciate you.
Oh, most definitely.
I've been following a lot of y'all on IG, looking at when everybody come out and they posting their stuff. I remember when you posted about you came out with Big Country cigars and all that. Okay, cool. I'm like, man, there's a lot of people popping out. Because I remember when we came out, I was like, maybe what they said is true. Like, it's a lot of us in here, you know. I remember when Aficionado came out with her list, and I was like, man, you know, my couple of my customers was like, yo, we got to work on this, bro. Y'all wasn't on the list. Why y'all not on the list? I was like, I don't know, you know. And then this year, you know, she asked, and then I thought it was you know, them actually rating the companies, but basically what it was, she said, hey, anybody want to get their information to get their names out? So we got our information, got our name out there, and everybody was like, yo, yeah, y'all on that 100 list. I love that. I love that. Y'all, that's great. Keep moving, keep doing it. And I was like, hey, I appreciate, like I said, nothing but appreciative at all for all support, because obviously without support, this still is, as much as it is God's will. If you don't have support, it's gonna be God's will right there at our porch and backyard, and our humidor is going, well, we got cigars. We can smoke. We can smoke, and we gonna smoke good.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Man, that's so Rahzine, tell me about these so I know, you know, you say you're a submarine, or you know, submarine, I don't know the exact verbiage, you're a submarine crew. So when you go on deployments, how many cigars do you pack in your sea bag, or whatever it may be? or do you count on stopping at ports and all that? How you get through a 6, 7, 8 month deployment? You know, in a submarine or on ship or whatever you at, with whatever cigars you got going on.
The funny part was before I started the company, obviously when we just smoking, like I said, I just went off of what the officers brought on board. My ends, like my supervising officer, he would go order like 100 cigars, and then get for the command we at, put on the cigars, and that's all we smoked. And then when we pulled in ports, if we found a spot that had a cigar, we get them, and then we smoke them. But other than that, the honest truth, I was like one of those what you call in the cigar lounge, the bums. Hey, yo, man, what cigar are you smoking? Can I get one of those? And they're like, you didn't bring none? I'm like,
man,
well,
hey,
nah,
because no goddamn Newport or no cool.
Yeah, you know, hey, it was either cigars or tuna fish and you know, in my Arizona teas, and they won. You know, I'm gonna eat before I smoke. But like right now, we actually at my command, I'm on shore duty, and we do what we call a ammo dump. So we get a ammo can, and we all donate cigars to every boat that goes on deployment. So usually we average about anywhere from 250 to 325 of cigars, 325 cigars.
That's great.
Given to a boat, so they ain't got to worry about trying to figure out where the cigars is at. The ammo can stand. Matter of fact, I was on a boat doing the inspection, and I was sitting in the war room doing the inspection. And I looked and I saw the ammo can. I said, "Hey man, why y'all not following protocol?" He said, "What you talking about?" I said, "Y'all came back from deployment on May. You know we got 2 more boats going on deployment. You got to bring the can back to the office so we can reload it for the next boat. You don't just keep the cigars that's in there that y'all didn't smoke."
Is that part of Cigars for Warriors?
No. Okay. Cigar for Warriors out of Slick Sticks. Yeah, that's my people's too. I'm in Slick Sticks too. And I try to donate to them also, but
yeah, we do too.
This is something that Sailors and Sticks ourselves, our smoke group, because we're sailors, that we do ourselves. So he puts it on our page, he puts it on our group page, and then we'll put it out to everybody. And usually people go buy stuff. I know usually I get my partners to go, yo, let's donate this half a bundle here. Boom, or go. Or I had guys go, hey, yo, Roz, I know you got some nice sticks. So, hey, yo, let me buy 300 of them and just donate them to the can. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Wow.
So let me ask you this, because I'm kind of like Rockstar and I like connecting people and stuff. Do you know about Lit Torch app? And Susie was on here.
Susie was on here.
Oh, Susie was on. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, she was on earlier.
She's former military as well, and she's trying to do a big campaign with that. So
yeah, okay. I just downloaded that app because I know before when I saw a post about it, I was like, oh man, that's tight. I could use that. And then I think I didn't but I just downloaded and registered now with it. So we on there. She said she wants a pack, so I gotta get her some sticks.
Yeah.
Rahzine, we get a chance, man. My emails and my Instagram is in the messages. Send me information, man, so I can send some cigars out to you guys, brother.
Roger that, bro.
We different services, but we always still brother at arms, no matter how you look at it.
No, of course. I talk poop all day. You know, I'm a Marine, you know, whatever. But I do look at y'all. You know, we still brothers in arms, but I'm gonna still talk mess stuff.
So you gonna talk smack?
Except that damn jarhead in the right corner up there.
Oh man.
Hey,
I
man.
can't say nothing.
You know what? I love what you do, Rahzine, man. You know, much success to you guys once again, brother. Because you know it's hard for those guys on submarines. Sometimes they may be out there for 6, 7, 8, 9 months at a time, man. Don't see an island nowhere around. Don't have a chance to get out and go buy a cigar, nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? So they need that calming effect.
Indeed, they'll understand that when you 80 days straight under the water. And then you pull in, and then they say, "Oh yeah, you can't leave." And you're like, "What? Yo, what ammo can at? I want the biggest cigar you got."
That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. I never heard that, man. It's a real group called Sailors and Sticks. Is that like a Facebook group?
They're on Facebook, IG as Sailors and Sticks.
I need to write that down.
And even though you're a Marine, you can join the group.
Yeah.
Wow. I think we got a couple of Coast Guard. I mean, we got Coast Guard guys, and then we got.
Stop. Hey, Coast Guard, they're not part of the military. They not even a support group.
Hey, you put me in the same boat with the Coast Guard, though. What's up with who's going?
I can't knock on my godfather. My godfather was Coast Guard for 22 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No,
he trained at the academy and stuff like that. But you know, like I said, Mike that helped me out.
You might as well be the I don't even know. He said the Marines and the Coast Guard. You might as well be niggas out there on paddle boats and shit.
I don't know, goddamn John boat saving fish. That's the shit. I need to quit drinking this shit. No, I ain't.
What you sipping on tonight, Big Country?
Oak Eden, finish.
Oh yeah. Word.
I'll go finish.
Word.
Yeah, it's when I say some good shit, they even left the part of the burnt oak in there too as well. Beside the bottle.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Where'd you get that from, AJ?
Down here, actually right down from where I live at.
Well, you know we don't live that far from each other. Which street?
Right. You go to Bell Road. Go Bell Road when you cross over 24 and keep straight down. There's a liquor store nobody knows about. $29.
You're not talking about when you get into Laverne, are you?
No, not Laverne. Everybody told that going to a 24 where I live at. Going back to 40. I'm sorry, going to a 40. Going back towards 40.
Over there near Betty Lou's?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
In that little Smith Springs. Yeah. Okay, I know where that is. Like corner. Yeah, that ain't far from me. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I told you we don't live that far away.
Hey, Rockstar.
That shit good.
My bad, pardon me. I mean, man. It's almost 11 o'clock my time, and like I said, I gotta get up at 4:30 so I can make it to work.
No doubt.
He got that 0400. Gotta get up and get it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm still
30. It's 0:30.
It's 0430.
Try to give me at least 5 in before I get up.
No, I get you. Hey, I appreciate your time, sir. I appreciate your time.
I appreciate you.
I mean, love your story. I'm still on this prophet still. We've been on for what since?
Pilgrim.
Yeah, that's right. I'm sorry. My bad. We talked about the prophet so much.
I know.
You can't even see the light. I got just my first time outside, so I'm gonna get it lighted down. But
we see you got the big ass palm tree in the backyard and shit in the swimming pool.
You know what
I'm saying? And we missed out getting to the swimming pool too, AJ. Next time I'm gonna take my behind over there.
And I invited you, Bella.
No, you did. I'll be over there next time, though. Trust me.
She's scared.
When I get back from Florida, I'm coming out to Houston.
Yeah, that's the Dallas.
Yeah, I'm coming
out
Dallas.
So I'm still smoking.
Same thing, shit.
Good smoke. I think I started right at 2 hours ago. This conversation is carried me this far. 60 gauge, even burn, still smoking. You can't tell, but it's still smoking. Good stick. Love your story, Rahzine, man. I hope you and your crew well. Man, I wish you well. It's a great story, man. Great story. Appreciate you coming on. Thank you.
Man, brother.
Nice thank all of y'all for being on. Nice meeting y'all, and blessings to everybody. And all your endeavors. We definitely appreciate it once again, the support. We appreciate you, Rockstar, for inviting us. I apologize for my other halves. I understand we all busy working and doing things.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why most time people come across the company, they usually only see me or Ed, because we're the ones that will sacrifice and do what we gotta do to make sure the name is out there, the product is delivered and stuff. So, but blessings to everyone. Like I said, like you said, get a chance, get on the website. Like I said, that story, that phrase that's on there, this phrase is actually the journey in which we've all traveled to get to the point that we are. And when we say that a prophet finally realizes what the true Alpha and Omega is, that's what we're saying as far as us actually being able to have our company, enjoy the fact that we own a company. We have a product that we stand by. We're proud to have and put our names by. I try not to make anybody think that there's no one else but me. I try to tell the rest of my partners, hey, y'all need to put more of your pictures on IG because it's not just me. But that's the reason why I do put up as much pictures as I can with my cigars for our company.
Do you think? Do you think?
Because if you're not gonna be proud of yourself, nobody else will do it without do it for you. You know what I'm saying?
Man, say it again, brother. Amen.
We loving this. We loving this ride so far. All we pray for is the fact that it's in the cards for us to continue. We know that business isn't easy, and it's not. We look for longevity, promise, but that's the plan for the longevity. And hopefully, we can get to a point where we are actually in brick and mortars, and y'all can get them in Tennessee or in Texas or in Missouri or whatever. And if it doesn't happen, you still can. All you gotta do is go to DeusVultCigars.com and I send it right to you.
Yeah.
Only thing is that dude named Joy, the Joy in Postmarket might cause me to have to change some ideals and processes because shipping's becoming a mug.
Tell me about it. Oh my gosh.
They just went up on prices. I ain't even seen the new prices yet, so I'm waiting when I go on to PayPal and start looking at all my new charges and discounts. They tell me that
you better use ShipSticks.
Yeah, I was going to use ShipStation, but I've been going through PayPal onto post office. I use the post office.
Yeah, that's what I said. ShipStick, they use post office, UPS, FedEx, use all of them. You get a discounted rate. I use post office too, but I have everything here at the house. My scale, I weigh it calculates it, print it out, and I save about 30-40% on shipping charges.
Yeah, because PayPal gives us those discounts too. Because I messed around a couple of times and didn't make the label at the job or at home, and then I go to the post office and I write it out, put it, and I go, yo, hold up, that's supposed to be like $12. They're like, oh no, you must got a company account. I'm like, yeah, I do. Can I use it here? It's like, nah, you got to print that out beforehand. I'm like, dang.
Yeah.
Oh man,
that's another $5 I just lost.
Out the crib, boy. Yeah.
So, but I appreciate y'all. Blessings to everybody here. Y'all have a good night.
You too.
And now that I know you're doing this on Wednesdays, I gotta try to set it up. My lodge meet on Wednesdays, so second, fourth Wednesdays I wouldn't be able to attend. And as long as Mama don't get upset with me being on here for about an hour or so, because I'm about an hour behind, I'm gonna try to whoever else you have come up.
I appreciate it, bro. I mean, even if you just pop in, I mean, I send out reminders sometimes. I understand people got life going on and all that, but I truly do this for you, like for the people. And I do get a lot of support, so I appreciate everybody on here and Rahzine. So of course, we got DeusVult.com, we got Deus Vult Cigars on Instagram. Please follow, please order. Thank you very much, Mr. Brown. Appreciate you, sir.
Appreciate y'all. Y'all take it here. Be safe.
All right.
Peace out, brother. Bees, man. All right.
Peace out.
Bye-bye.
Yep.